Hi, it is iYikKam time again. So a few days ago, there is a Wing Chun friend messaged me, questioned me why my opinion, okay, quote unquote, opinion, my opinion is more valid than other people, okay, and he showed me magazines, articles on Wing Chun is created based on human structure, how Tai Chi improve Wing Chun, and how internal power from mind power, so forth, so forth. And his way of saying it is that all this are valid, and what I'm saying or sharing are just an opinion. So today I'd like to share with you, very simple but to the point. What I'm saying is not an opinion, okay? I prove to you here today. The number one thing I want everybody to know, okay? Everybody. Okay, and we can cast this in stone for next 1,000 years. It's okay. Okay? Anybody talk about internal art, internal power, if they never talk about state, S-T-A-T-E, states, they have no idea what is an internal art. Okay, and I define it again. If they talk about Chinese internal art, 内功, and they have no idea of state, in Chinese, 境界, they have no idea of what is internal art. Many people using terms, internal, Tai Chi, structure, Jin, all kind of stuff. But as soon as they never talk about state or 境界, they have no idea what it is. Okay? So what is state? It's very simple. Let's take an example, Boeing 747. Boeing 747 can fly up to like 45,000 feet in the sky. 45,000 feet in the sky. Okay? And of course, the Boeing 747 landed in airport. Okay? Now, these are two states. The landing is one state, which is not moving, okay, and it is not a plane at all. The state of not in a plane, but like a car, it moves in the airport. And another state is the aeroplane state, which is flying up there, 45,000 feet. Now, in internal art, if one not be able to get to like the Boeing 747 up to the 45,000 feet and know how to get there, repeatable, there is no internal art. You cannot park or drive or move in the airport and call that an aeroplane. While truck move in the airport too. And only the Boeing 747, which is flying in the 45,000 feet, one know what is a Boeing 747 which is flew that high in the altitude. Okay? So, disregard of who, what style, what qigong, whatever, if they not be able to clearly describe the state which is accomplished or arrive or attain, and how to get there and be able to get there every time, repeatable, with quality, there is no internal art, period. You cannot call something which is cannot fly up to 45,000 feet a Boeing 747. You cannot call a truck Boeing 747. You can. And in fact, a truck will never be able to do what the Boeing 747 do up there, going up there. Okay, take off and just go up, and then be able to manage its flight at 45,000 feet. Okay, this is the bottom line. The reason why today is so confusing is because everybody thought using the Boeing 747 plane again, anybody park in the airport or run in the runway is something can fly. Okay, but they don't even know what is flying is about. Okay. Number one, when we talk about Wing Chun is created based on human body structure. Right away, let me tell you, whoever stand like that, okay? The knee, the ankle, like that, right away you know he doesn't have internal art. Period. It's like you're looking at a truck, you know that thing is not going to fly. Okay? So why? Is that based on my opinion? No, let's ask this body, this physical body. And it is not my body only, anybody's body. The minute you do this type of stuff, climbing, this kind of stuff, the minute you do that, guess what? You climb this part. And what is the consequence of climbing that part? Or even you do this, okay? Same thing. What is the consequence? The consequence is as soon as you do that, your breathing will stuck here. You like it or not, because this is tensing up, it's stuck here. Okay? When it's stuck here, one will not be able to have a lower abs breathing. Full breathing with the diaphragm moving really naturally and with the maximum movement. Okay? So why is that important? That is important because in internal art, the breathing has to be in the full capacity. Didn't everybody keeping saying 心气to 丹田, 心气to 丹田? How is one supposed to 心气 to 丹田 when this is all locked up, jammed up? Okay? It cannot because it's tensed up here. We can just go to a university and just to check this out and see, using this like the ultrasound, which is looking into the babies in the mother's womb. Look at the diaphragm. Look at the diaphragm movement. You can know that. Okay? Not only that, this type of climbing will cause that this part is tense up. So whoever say that, well, I want to stand this way, Tai Gong, and then straighten my spine like the Tai Chi, I say you're crazy. All this screw up is because they don't understand. They do not attain their body. They don't know their body. They don't know that as soon as human body get into a state, all of this align itself when the practice get more and more in depth, like the plane flying from 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 until 45,000 feet. In their mind, they have no idea this is the facts of human body. Okay? Once you do that, you stuck here, you stuck on your back. You can do any spine you want, still stuck. In fact, it causes problem. So, analogy again. The guy who never practiced internal art or never developed this, be it in the healing art or qigong, whatever internal art, they think, if I know this, I manipulate my body this way, I follow this geometry, and I breathe this way or that way, I will get it. Okay? So it's like, if I drive a truck fast enough, I'll fly, I'll take off like the Boeing 747. What they don't understand is that to get to 45,000 feet, one has to have a well-designed 747, and it's gradually going up to 45,000 feet. Okay? So, the proper way is when you stand in the equal shoulder stance. Okay? Let's not talk about qi. Okay? Just, you know, in internal art, there is three flow: the breathing flow, the force flow, and the qi flow. Let's not talk about the qi because most people really don't understand what is the qi. Let's just talk about the breathing flow and the force flow. Okay, because this can be measured physically and in terms of physics. So this is how it has happened, how it enters into the state. Okay, first, the body, when it is in a proper way of handling, it's not holding for sure. Okay, the breathing, automatically it becomes gradually deeper and deeper, and the lower abs breathing become like a resonance. Okay, the resonance means like we are sleeping, laying on bed. That's what it is. You lay on bed and it automatically go up and down. You don't even have to think about it. So the stand has to be capable of that. So when you get into that state, it'll be like this. I don't have to do anything. It's go naturally automatic because now it is into a kind of resonant state. Lower abs breathing. That is Xing Qi Du Dan Tian. And all those joints are loose and very light, in fact, open up. And at this time, my spine automatically is straightened up naturally. So this is the state. One need to be able to stand in iYikKam and right away enter the state. And let it adjust like the Boeing 747, it go fly higher and higher. Okay, so that is the state. So anybody stand this, it cannot get that into the resonant states, and thus the diaphragm cannot have maximum movement, lower abs breathing cannot resonance, or the breathing flow cannot activate. One cannot get into this state. When one cannot get into state, forget about internal art, forget about iYikKam, because remember, we need to have qigong and then iYikKam. Qigong is the breathing handling, and at that state is not using mind anymore. You just go set it up, the proper state, the whole body, set it up the proper with the fit ball, everything and so forth. You know, you take care of your properly of your physical. Let it prepare like the plane, prepare for taking off, and then Let it be. Get into the state. I can show you this, but please don't think that I'm the grandmaster. No, this is just similar to any aeroplane can fly, because it is designed that way and it's set, it put in that situations and it take off. Okay. So if you want to talk about internal, let's just talk about this breathing. If the breathing cannot resonance, what internal? The force flow cannot be resonant, what internal? Your body cannot set it out, what internal? Okay. The second thing is that when the breathing is setting up into the can be able to enter the state, like the plane flying up in the top, the whole body naturally is lightweight, like as we say that, like the what do you call it, the as light as feather. And that is where the force flow come into play, because when all this in kind of resonant state, the body is lightweight and you follow everything, that is where you can handle your action and reaction force. Action and reaction force handling is about force flow. That's why in the iYikKam 修炼好 quick it said, 旋回自然顺脉气 spinning and retrograde naturally follow the breathing and the path of the meridians. That's what it is. It is a state. It is not, I know something and I do it, I mimic it, I get that. No, it is not to mimic something. Oh, this is internal art. No, it is to enter that state. So I can mimic anything. You know, the movie actor who have a dance background will be the best to mimic anything, but they don't have internal art. Why? Because they cannot enter into the state. Okay? So yes, when we do the shooting top, this is exhale, this is inhale. When one enter into that state of the iYikKam and then perform this, one be able to refine the breathing, the force flow, the movement, and then the chi flow. That's what it is, to enter into the state. So the problem with we today get so confused is because for past 160 years in Chinese martial arts, you look at it, how many people talk about the state? There are people like Nan Huaijing who know this stuff, Zhou Qianchuan know this stuff. Okay? Or the Ma Li Tang, all this old generation know this stuff. But today everybody thought, oh yeah, you know, as soon as I do it this way, it's internal. But what internal? As soon as one cannot get into the state, that's a problem. And saying that, again, I want to clarify here. I'm not a grandmaster. I just tell you that this thing exists. It's not my opinion. This is body. If you do this, you're stuck. This is practically stuck already. Your breathing will not resonate. First is here, suffocate like hell. Okay? And then you say, well, I want to use my mind. For God's sake. In a stuck state, you use your mind, it becomes tunnel visions. One needs to be in the resonant state. If we use today's term, the breathing, resonance, and everything. And the guy who practices Qigong is not, oh yeah, I concentrate on my dantian, I sing Qi to dantian, I use tense muscle, everything. Or they can create some phenomenon on their body. But is that Qigong? No, it is not. The first thing on the Qigong is one need to be able to get into the state as they want. And then let the breathing, lower abs, resonance. Because they can get into the state and the lower abs breathing resonance. Then, only then, they can massage this kidney inside there. The minute you do this, stuck here, this kidney area tense up. So if you say that kidney chi return to the origin, how the hell is kidney chi return to the origin if you do this kind of stuff? You can, because the body is in a different setup which is not allow you to get into that. Okay? Is this clear? Let's get scientific. No, chi, people will argue yes and no, but I can tell you chi got to do with the blood flow. Okay? Scientifically, this will be proven. Chi got to do with the blood flow of the blood vessels. Okay? So we discussed that whatever we are not proven yet, but for the breathing flow and the force flow, which is action reaction force, when one get into that state, one be able to then really lightweight handle the action reaction force. It's just like a plane when they fly up to the 30,000 feet, then they are not doing the same thing as in the ground anymore, in the airport anymore. Okay. Now, so this is internal art, okay? Internal art, 内功, nothing to do with fighting. Fighting needs a strategy. One can get this resonance, okay? So what? If one not be able to know how to handle momentum, one still cannot fight. If one not be able to handle the force flow on top of this resonance, one still not be able to do anything about it. So internal, in Wing Chun, there's a lot of people like to use this Tai Chi, this Xingyi, this Bagua, this all internal art stuff. Well, every art is good. Okay, don't get me wrong. The issue is that the fundamental is enter into the state. The fundamental of this enter in the state, get resonance, is develop something. Develop something here in internal or the body of the art doesn't mean one know whether one fight in a long fist or in a short strike. It's a different stuff. There is strategy around. Footwork will going to adapt the strategy, support the strategy. And the body, the engine, is going to support the strategy. Okay? So, in Shilin Tao, okay? In Shilin Tao, one is entering into that state, and then the practice in that state. It is not using this mind to force this body or force this breathing or hold something. It is not. It is practically a resonance. Okay? You just let go and let it get into that state of the resonance, and then you perform thing there. Like you take off in the sky, then you perform the thing in the sky. You cannot think about the thing in the ground. Same with healing art. In the healing art of Zhan Zhuang, if one not be able to set up and to enter into the resonance of the breathing, the minimum, this part guarantee is going to be tense up. Your 12 meridians, your run and do channel is not going to flow. Let's not kidding others. Okay, this is the reality. That's what I say. We need to get this into the scientific lab. Okay? We can get data from that because we know exactly what it is. We don't want to go into the scientific lab in the university. We don't even know what the heck we are talking about. We expect other people to find out. How is other people find out something we don't know and have no clue, and there's none exist. So as what I say here, internal art, you have to deal with the engine, you have to deal with the breathing flow, the force flow and chi flow. Chi flow, we put it aside, but if you want, fine, you measure the blood flow and so forth. Otherwise, use what do you call it, the ultrasound, measure, look at the movement, the physical movement within the body, of the internal organ movement in the body, and see how it resonates. How is the period, the frequency, how is the volume of the breathing, and how at the same time measure the brain wave. Okay? And see whether one be able to get into the state in the brain wave they want, the resonance of the breathing they want, and then at that state, measure the handling of action-reaction force. Okay? See, put sensor on their body and see how they handle the action-reaction force. Because when you do this, like it or not, there is a holding here, and your body handling of action-reaction force will be not the same as when the whole thing is in resonance state. Okay? So this is for you today. Remember, as soon as one not be able to get into the state, there is no internal art. Period. Okay? As soon as one get into state, that is just the beginning. So the Chinese say, enter the door. It's like a plane you take off. Sure, you can get to 2,000 feet. You know how to get it. Every time your plane can get up 2,000 feet. But if you are Boeing 747, that is 45,000 feet. You need to go up. Okay? So for me today, what I'm showing you is not even 2,000 feet. Take off 1,000 feet. How about that? But I show you how it take off. Okay? Instead of just sitting in the airport and then everybody surrounding me, maybe like some of my friends thinking I know it all, which I don't. Okay? Listen to me and everything. Don't listen to me. Prove it. Okay? Ask this body. Don't ask me. Okay? Me is just my mindset. Okay? Ask this body what you want to do. And again, internal doesn't mean that you know long fist or short strike. Those are different stuff. Okay? Strategy different, everything is different. So hopefully this is clear for you all.